Hi, it's Larry Stewart with 4 Construction Pros. I'm on the eve of CONEXPO ConAg 2014 in Las Vegas. So the show opens at 9 o'clock in the morning in the context of an economy that appears to be recovering, states that have money to spend, at least a little bit more money to spend, housing market that by all intents and purposes looks like it's truly going to begin to recover. We're already starting to hear about product that manufacturers have to introduce, but look for that coverage at 4constructionpros.com/ConExpo. It's on our ConExpo channel, and look at some of the video that we shot during setup day today. I think you might enjoy it. Allison, the picture actually doesn't look too bad for highway spending in the U.S. What's ARTBA's specific outlook?
Well, we're expecting a little bit of growth in the coming year in the range of about 2% in real terms after you account for inflation and material prices. And this is a little bit welcome. We've seen declines over the last 5 years. It's been a really tough market for pavements. We've seen state and local governments pull back on their spending. The federal aid program has helped to support what's been going on the last few years in the industry, but it's been a tough situation.
Yeah, well, the bridge market is actually showing some real promise.
Correct. The bridge market.
It has been all along. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Absolutely. No, it has. For the last 5 years, we've seen steady growth in the bridge construction market, and it actually reached record levels in 2013, and we're expecting that to continue. And over the last 15 years, and that's in part because we've seen a fundamental shift, a lot of state DOTs and local governments have been putting more of their resources toward addressing some of their bridge needs.
What are some of the other sectors where things are moving forward?
We've actually seen some strong recovery since the recession in ports and waterways, airports, both runway and terminal work. We're expecting a significant increase in work in 2014. Railroads have been doing well as transit investment. Just about everything except the pavement market has shown some good growth. Okay. Well,
it should be pointed out, though, that one of the reasons that things are looking a little more positive is that the states they have more money to spend.
That's correct. We do have about a dozen states who have passed some sort of initiatives. We've seen a number of them where we're expecting an increase in the program because of some of those revenue options that they've passed. So, for example, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Maryland, those are 4 states, Wyoming and Vermont. Wyoming actually passed a straight gas tax increase, which we haven't seen in a number of years. So although these are positive developments, a lot of these states have also been very forthcoming that the additional revenue still isn't going to help them meet the actual needs of their system. So we're getting there. It's the right direction and it's a positive development, but we still need significant more levels of investment to address needs nationwide.
Dirty jobs shot in every single state, all 50. We did 300 altogether. And no matter where I went, I heard the same story over and over and over again from employers, how difficult it was to find people who were, A, willing to learn a new skill, retrain, retool, show up early, stay late. It just seemed to be, I know it's always been a challenge, but to hear it so many different times in so many different places from so many different people, it really just got me thinking that maybe something was disconnected, fundamentally. So that's how the PR campaign for Hard Work started. We called it MicroWorks. It was supposed to be MICRO, but there was a copyright issue, so it's my name, MicroWorks. And we started talking. In the same way Dirty Jobs focused on people who very rarely get a spotlight shown on them, we started talking about the jobs themselves that were often overlooked. And we started to look at the link between the jobs that were available and the relationship the country had with the education that was required to get that job, and we started to see even more disconnects. So the whole notion of alternative education being this kind of subordinate or vocational consolation prize compared to a 4-year degree and other forms of knowledge, it really struck us as something that needed to be talked about. So to make a very long story short, MicroWorks evolved out of Dirty Jobs back in 2008, and we went looking for partners. And we were looking for organizations, nonprofits, we were looking for companies, big and small, and I had a wish list, and somewhere near the top was Caterpillar. And by somewhere near the top, I mean right at the very top. And so we flew down to Peoria and met these guys, and we've been talking ever since and doing a lot of different things in a lot of different ways to continue to try and shine a light on this whole issue of closing the skills gap and getting people excited about jobs that actually exist. And there's just no better example of a company that I know of than these guys.
The big news today, James, is that Michelin's got a new tire out for obviously telehandlers. We got one right here, and you tell us about applications and what kind of tire we're talking about.
The tire we're introducing is the Michelin Power CL. It'll be targeted toward compact telehandlers as well as backhoes and any other kind of construction equipment that uses the sizes that we're bringing in. It'll be available in July if everything goes as planned, and it is the first and only bi-ply tire in our portfolio. This tire is offered everywhere in the world except for the U.S. right now, the U.S. and Canada.
Oh, it's already, Michelin's already producing it globally.
This tire's been available in every zone except the North American zone for years now. And we have a new offer coming this fall, the Bibload hard surface. We have the XMCL, which is a radial backhoe tire, the same sizes that we have here with the Power CL. But we've realized now that the market is still very much a biased market. It's very slow to radialize, unlike ag or unlike even earth mover in some cases. So we want to be able to give our dealers and our end users a tire to fit every situation. So that's why we have the bias ply offer now and 2 premium radial offers.